Shalom. So I was getting dressed and it just occurred to me that I normally get up and I get dressed, and then after I put my clothes on, I just try to do a little highlighting in my eyebrows and some a little bit of mascara, not a whole bunch of makeup. I don't put foundation on, but I just decided to stop doing my eyebrows and just let them grow naturally, and then just try to maintain those, because the reason why I was darkening them in was because I was literally creating a shape because they were completely out of whack. But it's just this overwhelming feeling that has come over me of gratefulness, because I was trying to cover up a flaw. Now, mind you, I have other flaws. My camera on this phone loves me. I tried to find some light that would show it, but it gives my face like this flawless effect when it's really not. So I hope you may be able to see it. It's darker in real life, but I have all these blemishes on my face, and I do eat right and whatnot. But I mean, I just don't have good skin. You can't really see on this side because of the light, but and Ruach Hakodesh was talking to me, and if I'm being honest, lately I've thought about the fact that how many times do we think about our flaws and we get embarrassed and we try to cover them up. But here's the thing: in the past 5 years alone, the enemy or myself or something I've done has almost taken me off this planet multiple times. So what is a blemish compared to a life? So, and like I said, it was Ruach HaKodesh that gave me that gratefulness, because I wasn't looking at it like that before. I was trying to cover up the flaws and whatnot. And like I said, he said, it's better to be flawed than dead. I mean, because if I had died in the past 5 years, I already know I wasn't going to heaven. Okay. So now I just kind of look at myself differently. Like, who cares if my eyebrows aren't perfectly symmetrical, or if they're thinner than some people's, or if my face isn't flawless, or if I have different things going on. Like, dude, I'm a real person. Real people are flawed. I'm not man-made, and I'm not out of a magazine, or you know what I'm saying? Like, real people are flawed. And how often do we try to attain an image that otherwise is almost unattainable, unless you have the money to create that image, at which you are actually messing with Yahuah's design. He designed you the way you are for a reason, and to him you're beautiful. To him, I'm beautiful, flaws and all. Like, he don't care nothing about this, because he's looking at this. Is this right? This can be as perfect as can be, but if this is not right, it's filthy to him. It's nasty to him. So as you go forth, I just want to encourage you to start looking at life differently. Yeah, you may not be as tall as you want to. Yeah, you may not be as thin as you want to be. But first of all, who said you had to be tall and thin other than society? Yeah, your body shape might not be where you want it to be. And understand this. I do understand that if you're being unhealthy, then yes, you should work on eating right and doing the right things for your health. But if you are perfectly healthy and you just don't look like society wants you to look, who cares? Because you might not even be aware of the times that Abba saved you or protected you from death itself. I know of some of the times, but how many of those times, what if that was just a fraction of the amount of times that death actually came my way? And some of you may not be able to sit and actually remember a time where death came your way, but that's because Abba blocked it before it even got to you. It's a blessing to wake up, flaws and all. I got dark circles. Most women my age, they're not wrinkly. I do have a little bit of wrinkles. That's a consequence of the fact that I used to be a cigarette smoker. Cigarettes age you. I don't look as old as I am, but I don't look as young as some of the people that are in my age group and even around my exact same age. But who cares? Who cares? I used to hate my little moles on my eyes, but now I'm like, who cares? Who cares? Really ask yourself, who cares? Because the one person that actually, whose opinion of you actually matters, already loves you. And he loved you before he even formed you in your mother's womb. I'm just saying, who cares? And yeah, this may not be a, you know what, who cares about that either? But listen, you're beautiful. You're beautiful. You don't have to augment. You don't have to change around. Nothing. Nothing. You're fine the way you are. Okay? If your teeth are not perfect, who cares? Do you have teeth? Because there's some people that don't have teeth. And if you don't have teeth and you just have gums, you know what? More power to you. Okay? Because at least you had the ability to get them. You know what I'm saying? You are fine. You're beautiful. You're beautiful. Fearfully and wonderfully made. All right. But still, like I said, if you're not being healthy, then get healthy. And then, because some of the things, like, I used to think that my hyperpigmentation came from me not eating right. I didn't know it was hyperpigmentation. I thought it was, just blemishes from, me having outbreaks because I do have adult acne. I didn't really have a whole lot of acne when I was a kid growing up, but then I hit adulthood and it was like, hey, you remember your teen years when you didn't really have acne? Here we go. But yeah, so, but I found because sometimes if you don't eat right, it can cause skin problems and all that other stuff. But since I've been eating right, I still have it, and I found out it was because I have hyperpigmentation. So that's just, sometimes I have darker. Matter of fact, I have a birthmark. Like I said, you can't really see it all that well. This right here, this darker spot. Come on now, stop hating. This darker spot right here, that is a birthmark. I've had that since I was a little girl. And it is a form of hyperpigmentation. I mean, underneath my eyes, I've always had dark circles underneath my eyes. I don't know if that's considered hyperpigmentation or what, but anyway. So yeah, I just got used to it. And I'm just like, you know what, who cares? And ladies especially, the more I'm like, I don't even care about it anymore, the more I get hit on. Because people can see when you truly love yourself from the inside out. They can see it. They can feel it. And because I'm just like, who cares? Like, I've actually been hit on more without the makeup and with my flaws showing than when I try to cover up my flaws. But we're not going to get into them stories today because I do have some stories about that. All right, you guys, I hope you're having a wonderful Tuesday morning. I have to go to work, so until next time, Shalom Aleichem.